What is good, 7th graders? We are now on G6. We're continuing to work with experimental probability and simple probability. So it says, of the recent customers at West Coast Dogs, 4 wanted mustard on their hot dogs and 2 did not. What is the experimental probability that the next customer will want mustard? Okay, 4 wanted mustard and 2 did not. So that's a total of 6. So we're still doing our want over total. A total of 6, and of those, 4 wanted mustard, so we reduce that fraction, reduces to 2/3, so our probability is just 2/3. Good. Megan scored a goal on 2 out of her last 8 shots. What is the experimental probability that Megan will score a goal on her next shot? So our total is 8, and it says 2 of those she scored. So that's our want, is the 2 she made. Reduce that, turns out to be 1/4. So the probability of getting a goal is 1/4. Good. And the table shows the enrollment in a university class so far, broken down by student type. What is the experimental probability that the next student to enroll will be an undergraduate? So want over total, we have a total of 10. Undergraduate is 5. 5 out of 10 reduces to 1/2. So we do 1/2, we could do 0.5, or we could do 50%. Any of those will work. And our next link, Sydney has eaten 12 donuts over the past few months. Of those donuts, 6 were cream-filled donuts. Considering this data, how many of the next 14 donuts Sydney eats should you expect to be cream-filled? Okay, this is one where we're going to make a proportion. Still using want over total, but in proportion form, because we're making predictions. So it says, of those donuts, 6 were cream-filled. So of the last 12 that she ate, that's a total, 6 of those were cream-filled. And we want to know how many were cream-filled, so that's our want. So of the next 14, how many will be cream-filled? Cross multiply, divide, and you get 7. Or you can also see 6 over 12 is half. So what's half of 14 would be 7. So we would expect that she's going to eat 7 cream-filled. Of the donuts recently sold at Everyday Donuts, 7 had sprinkles and 7 did not. Considering this data, how many of the next 20 donuts would you expect to have sprinkles? Okay, so we're trying to figure out sprinkles. Sprinkles is our want, and we have to have our total. So our total here, 7 had sprinkles, 7 did not. Our total is 14, 7 and 7. 7 of those had sprinkles, our want. How many of the next 20 will have sprinkles? We can cross multiply, divide, or we can see 7 is half of 14, so what's half of 20, which is just 10, so our total is 10. Good. And the clients who get haircuts at Christina's salon have a variety of hair colors. Considering this data, how many of the next 10 clients to get haircuts would you expect to have brown hair? So want over total, we're looking at brown, so that's 9. Out of a total of 18. So how many of the next 10? Cross multiply, divide, or 9 is half of 18, so half of 10 is 5. So we're going to plug in 5 there. Good. That's it. Enjoy your practice.